welcome back to the channel. Today we have quite the video to film. I'm definitely not gonna get it all done today, but I promised myself I would at least start tonight so that hopefully I can get this done by the end of this weekend. This is the current state of my garage. Okay, mess. Can't use my gym. Once again, what's new? This is like a regular thing. But the biggest issue is the fact that my Etsy desk situation over here, I mean, look at the straight up chaos. Like, it's impossible to find anything, do anything, but really exciting news. All this Halloween stuff you see back here and this Christmas stuff that extends behind my Etsy desk stuff over there, all of that is being put in my attic because I have contractors coming in these next couple of weeks to come make my attic accessible, because right now, like, you can get up there, but it's just a square in the ceiling, so you can fit a human up there, but not like boxes and other stuff. So they're going to install a ladder system and a bigger opening and flooring in the attic so that I can store all of this extra crap upstairs, which is going to be phenomenal. Which means this whole side, other side of the, like, this half of the garage from this door forward is the gym. And then from this door and back is storage / Etsy stuff. So now I'm going to be able to use the entire space for Etsy and then like my tools and yard work stuff and other things like that. So that's going to be amazing. I cannot express to you guys how excited I am. This is a project that has been stressing me out for so long because it's not cheap to do. Transparently, it's gonna cost us about $2,500, which in the grand scheme of home projects is not expensive, and I'm aware of that. But $2,500 is still $2,500, and that's a lot of money. And so, yeah, but in preparation for that, what I'm gonna do, because it doesn't matter like that my Halloween and Christmas stuff is organized right now because it's all going to be moved anyways. So my goal, like literally guys, when I tell you, you can barely walk through this side of my garage right now, that's how bad it is. Not to mention, crazy, quick little story time, my New Year's party, there was like this really crazy guy that came to the party, and he came down into the garage for some reason, don't know why, no one invited him, not me, not the owner of this house, and he was punching our Bob. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He was punching our Bob and lost like an ugly $4 ring, but apparently his ex gave it to him, so it really mattered to him. He absolutely tore up my garage trying to find it, was throwing stuff everywhere, but there was like a box of gym stuff. It literally looked like he just took something out, was like, that's not my ring, threw it across the room. Took the next thing out, looked at it, not my ring, threw it across the room. Zoe, my former roommate / best friend, was holding this TV here at my house. He cracked the corner of it against like the corner of the garage door that like sticks out. Broke multiple ornaments, one of which was like a sentimental ornament from my dead grandmother. So, saying all to say, that guy really sucks. And the garage is an extra bad mess because of him. So thank you, sir. Appreciate ya. Anyways, so yeah, I literally can't walk over here thanks to that guy. And to myself. I'm not gonna take no blame because I have also just tossed stuff down here and not really taken care of it. So we're gonna get all of Christmas and Halloween put over here, just stacked up in a giant pile, because it does not need to be organized or pretty, because it's going to be taken upstairs into the attic before I get around to decorating for either of those holidays next year. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all my Etsy stuff, the storage, and the shelves that Christmas and Halloween are stored on, and we're going to better organize the Etsy situation because I have so much fabric that needs to get put away. I've been shopping the Joann closing sales like crazy because I need to stock up on stuff because I'm not gonna be able to just run to Joann and get it anymore like I used to be able to do. So yeah, we've got a lot of cleaning to do. Hope you guys are ready to be along for the ride. I'm gonna get some quick before footage so that you can see the after, and hopefully you really enjoy it. Okay, bye. first round of stuff is done. I've got all this just piled over here, which is fine, like I said, because it's all gonna go upstairs. So the goal is, what's the goal? The goal is to get all of this stuff here, and all this stuff organized. How I'm gonna do that, who freaking knows? But we're just gonna start and see what happens. I feel like the biggest thing is that I've got to organize all of my fabric. So I think we're gonna start there. And hopefully I can get a bunch of this stuff that's kind of on the floor, laying in bins and bags and boxes and whatever, get that all up on shelving so I can free up some floor space to continue working and organizing. So let's do it. So basically what I'm doing is I've got a lot of like ear stuff prepped. So like I've got lots of ears that are literally stuffed and ready to go. So I'm gonna make a couple of different bins of stuffed ears, made headbands, made bows, and then ear circles that are cut and sewn and stuff but not stuffed. And then all of these are going to slide in on these two shelves so that they're super easy. And then I'm gonna label the fronts of the boxes so that they're all organized and pretty. And that's kind of the other piece of this challenge, is I'm trying not to purchase any storage equipment, because that's like one of those things that I feel like we can so quickly get roped into is, oh, I need to buy more stuff to organize all the stuff that I have. And don't get me wrong, I love storage stuff. I love to buy all the fancy clear bins. As you can see, I have some of them, whatever. But I really need to be good about my spending now, especially since we're going to Tokyo in just a couple of months. I can't really be spending hundreds of dollars to pay for organization stuff. So I'm using old Amazon boxes and other bins that I have to get this stuff organized. So yeah, I'm gonna stand here and organize this giant pile of scraps and stuff into a couple different bins. So let's do it. Okay, I'm changing methodologies just a little bit because I realize I have so many. So this is like the centerpiece of a bow. So that is like what this piece of fabric is. Obviously I have so many pre-made, and I'm realizing that like this whole box and whatever is pulled out of this scrap pile and the other scrap piles I have is gonna be a lot to sort through. So I'm gonna divide these up into colors and sort them in this. So I know that if I have a white one, it's in the top. If I have a red or orange or yellow one, it's in the bottom. If I have a green, blue, purple one, in the bottom. Does that make sense? I feel like it does. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start sorting these guys. Alright, you guys, sorry, I know the lighting's a little bit funky. I have been working a lot in here tonight. It's Sunday evening. I've shifted the desks this way, and I've almost got all of this organized how I want it, which is like crazy talk. And so it's also nice because there's gonna be like a walkway in the garage that's actually usable. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a progress update, and then I'm just gonna keep on finishing this project because I really want this done by tomorrow so that I can be functional tomorrow evening to make ears. Not that it's not functional right now, but it's not ideal. It's just kind of, you know, meh. So yeah, let me walk you guys through what I've done so far. So when you walk into the garage, the work table used to be literally right here. So obviously it's pushed back, which is nice because now this is going to be hopefully just a clear walkway at all times. Obviously it's not clear right now because I'm not done. This cart is next on my to-do list to kind of get everything off of and get it over where it needs to be here. The work table right here isn't really organized yet. I'm just kind of using it to store stuff as I move things around. But this is now organized how I want it. So I just keep my receipts right here, specifically from Joann. And then I go through them, you know, when it's time to do my taxes and pull them from that. And then I'm also keeping just a couple of extra like things that I might want, but I don't want clogging up this, which actually this pair of scissors too, that I don't want clogging up this little tray thing right here, because this is like stuff that I reach for multiple times while I'm working on orders. So I really want to keep this clear, and I do need to go through and organize that, so we'll do that later. But yeah, these I left out right here because I think that I'm going to be using them very, very soon, as in maybe like tomorrow. So I just wanted to leave them out so that I knew where they were because those are brand new. This is everything that I have purchased so far from the Joann like closing store sales, and I want to do a video talking you guys through everything that I decided to purchase because I just thought that would be kind of fun to see what kind of things I typically buy for my Etsy shop. And then over here, I've got my label printer, which I lost the power cord to, so that's awesome. So it's over here out of the way. This mosquito candle that I light during the spring and summer, and then this little lamp, but I need to charge it up because it's like rechargeable and it's out of battery. Then here, I've got random stuff like embellishments, sort of. So like these little jewels I got on clearance forever ago, and I want to do something with them eventually, maybe like an infinity stone pair of ears or something. I thought they were cool. I mean, I paid, yeah, $2.47 for them, so like not bad. And I've got random like studs and patches from Disney and patches from Joann. So this is just like a ton of embellishment type stuff. And then I also have all of my trim for my headbands, my sequin trim, and then these buttons actually need to get moved to their proper location. So I'm going to pull those out so I remember to put them where they need to go. Then in here, I put headbands, so these are easy to reach. I reach for these multiple times a day as I'm making ears, so those are super easy access. And then in here, I've got all of my foam, some extra fiber fill, and ink for my printer. And then this is my cut stencil. So as I cut foam, it goes in here, and then it's easy for me to grab. This stuff is easy for me to grab while I'm working on this work table right here. So then over here, all of this is still Christmas stuff because like it's far enough out of the way that I just don't feel the need to put any Etsy stuff up there right now because it's not like an easy reach for me anyways, since I'm a little bit on the short side. But here we've got a ton of fabric storage. So I've got all of my like sheer fabrics, netting type fabrics, tools, just anything that's kind of a little bit more see-through is in here. I also like have just added to this. I haven't gone through it. So like you'll see there's like a random thing of green satin. So at some point I do need to go through and just make sure that all of these are actually organized properly, because I do sometimes just kind of stuff things in places to get it out of my way. But that's a problem for another day. Then I've got my like Christmas red flannels, black flannels, etc. This random fabric. This one is more of like my fall and Halloween time flannels. This is all like leathery, flowed leathery material. These are all of my sparkle fabrics. As you can see, this is like super, super sparkly, and these are all kind of the same fabric, just different colors. This is all cotton and denim. Both of these are Disney prints. So this is mainly like princesses and villains, and then this is mainly like Mickey, Minnie, Pixar, and Star Wars for the most part. Obviously, like there's like a Lilo and Stitch fabric in here and some other random things, but for the most part, it's Mickey, Minnie, Pixar, other characters. Basically, it's like this is like princesses and villains, and this is anything else Disney. And then I've got these little flags where I cut them down to make Tweedledee and Tweedledum ears. So I just store them up here because like I don't know when I'm ever gonna make those again, but obviously I don't want to get rid of that. Then down here we've got my button storage pieces. I love this. I've been collecting stickers on this for forever. So I've got tons of Disney stickers, my friend's company, Dragon Denim. This is from Crescent City, a Twilight sticker. Like I've got tons of stickers, and I'll continue to add to it. Oh, welcome to my life. Constantly having to go turn this on and off. That's the other thing that I really want to do, is I want to add an actual plug-in light over here. As you see, I've got some plugs up here. I just need to add like more outlets, like get like an extension or like a surge protector and add some more options there. But I've got a plug up here, and then I've also got a plug all the way over here, and then there's also this red thing. If you follow this cord, it goes all the way over here and then drops, and that's where I plug in all of my stuff. And then sometimes I also use this plug. But saying all that to say, because I have an outlet up here, I want to drop a light and have this actually properly lit so that I no longer have to worry about my sensor that I'm not going to be like in direct line of anymore while I'm working, turning off on me, especially when I'm working at night and there's like no light in here. But back to the button organization. As you can see, I have so many buttons, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of regret buying these because I just do not use them as much as I thought I would. The Nightmare Before Christmas ones get a lot of use, that's why there's so many of them, but a lot of these, I just feel like these oftentimes look cheap and don't look cute on the ears in the way that I thought they would when I originally purchased all of these. So I really do need to figure out a way to use them so that they don't go to waste, but I don't know. I just feel like I haven't used them because I just didn't end up liking how they looked. So there's that. Easy access right here for when I do need them. This one is all like floral and jewel embellishments. So as you can see here, I've got tons of these really pretty flowers, which I use in the centerpieces for bows. I've got these, which actually stretch out, and I sew them to the headband to kind of add almost like a tiara effect to some of my pairs of ears. Same with some of these other jewels and pearls. They get added to headbands just to give them like an extra little something, and it's really pretty. So yeah, as you can see, I've got lots of different colors of floral and beaded embellishments and a whole little thing of pearls here as well. So this gets used a lot. So again, nice that it's sitting right here for easy access. Now, this entire section is kind of my pre-made grab and go. So all of this, these are ear squares. So these are just blanks of the little squares that I need to sew ears. And then these are all ears that have been cut and sewn. So this is super easy because I can just go through this and I can find if I've already pre-made a pair. I just super quickly grab that. Nothing in here yet, as you can see. I'll probably figure out a use for it soon. Honestly, I could see it being a pre-cut ear edition because this is getting pretty full. This is my travel sewing kit, so I've just got it here for easy access. It's also got extra pins and thread in it, so I like to be able to use that. This is more plastic headbands. As you can see, most of them I put in this center thing for easier access, but I just put some backstock here in case I need it. Down here we've got stuffed ears. So these are all these, but they've also been stuffed with foam and fiberfill. So they are like literally ready to be basically glued down. and then attached to a headband. So there's lots there, and then there also are some that have added foam but not fiberfill attached to them. Okay, finished headbands, as you can see, these are all finished headbands, so ones that literally have already been cut, trim added, etc. So this is super easy because when I'm making a new pair, I can hop in here, grab, let's say, my Winnie ear headband, and at least I have that piece done. I don't have to make a brand new one. And then these are raw bow centers. So this is this piece. I think I said this earlier in the vlog. This is this piece, just not glued and ready to go yet. So as you can see, I have a ton of that because that piece is so small. It's really easy to rack these up. So I just wanted a place to hold all of them. So yeah, this is just like a giant thing of basically really tiny scraps, but these have all already been properly pre-cut into like the size that I need to make the bow middles. This you can basically ignore. I haven't really organized it yet. It just like is like a bunch of random stuff that's like sitting in this little organizer, and my water hose and thing and a hole punch. So like this is just not organized. I don't know what else is going here yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Sorry, I know this is really long. I hope you guys really enjoy seeing all of the organization though for my little workshop here. Okay, we gotta go turn the light back on. You guys see what I mean? Like I've been filming for 10 minutes and it's gone off twice. So it can be really rough at night when it just constantly is going on and off. Okay, let's get into this side of things. As you can see, I've kind of color coordinated some fabric situations here. I've got mainly like white, velvets, and fluffier fabrics. And then same here, it's like a lot of pink and red, fluffier fabrics, velvet, etc. Orange, yellow. The only weird thing here is that my kimono satin fabrics are sitting right here with the orange, mainly because I barely have any orange and I really need these to be easy to grab because I sell these a ton. So I just stuck them here, and it might not be the most sense for them, but it's easy to grab and easy to put your eye on. So I just wanted them there for easy access. Then we've kind of got green, blue, and purple velvets and softer fabrics. More white velvet. I put this up here because it wouldn't fit over here, and this is like a huge chunk of it. And then I also threw my burlap up here just because like it doesn't really belong with any other area to me. So I was like, well, I'll just throw it up there. And I don't use it super often, so I figured it was fine. Then I've got my teddy bear Sherpa and a huge thing of black velvet. And I also put both of these on trays, so it would be super easy to like grab them off and not like constantly like get them unfolded if I'm trying to like get the bottom one or whatever. This are all what I call my luxe fabrics. So like these are higher end ears because they take more time and effort and expensive fabric to make. So these are all the ones that exist on my shop. Like these are all of the ones that I've already made a pair, photographed, and listed on my Etsy / my website. These are ones that need to be made. So these are basically ones that I just need to actually make a pair of, photograph, and list. And I just wanted them separated out so that I know that I still need to make those. And then when I go through my Joann haul over here, these will get sorted out into what I repurchased and what I need to make a pair of. These are extra trash bags. They're actually bags from Joann, and they just gave me these huge bags. Anytime I get a really big bag, I put it to the side because I have so much like trash, scraps, etc. from making ears, and to me it's just a better use of this to like reuse it as a trash bag than to just like throw it away. So I just save them for when I need them. Okay. These, or this is a box that my Ahsoka, this needs to get moved actually. It's supposed to be over here for now. Okay, this is the box that my Ahsoka lightsaber hilts came in, and I've repurposed it into a trim box. So as you can see, it has like a little button, which is nice. And this is good. It just has like other trims that I don't use very often. This one I actually do use pretty often, this gold rope right here, but I just don't use it as often as I use the trims in this, so I went ahead and set it over here. These beaded ones I really hardly ever use at all, but again, I don't want to get rid of them because I might want to use them for something someday. So they're just here for now and super easy access, all tidied up and in this cool lightsaber container. I have some extra boxes. I saved these for organizational purposes. This one also technically still has like the tops to it, versus this one they're cut off. These are what I wrap my ears in before they go to shipping. So these are just sitting right here for easy access. Then I've got more fiber filled down here. I also am keeping some of it handy right here, and I'll just like restock as needed. Then I've got some ear organization. I'm trying to take better care of the ears that I pre-make and photograph because these never get sent to a customer. They're just here for my personal use. But I kind of throw them around and end up damaging them, and I kind of want to try and be careful about treating them better. So this is the Halloween box, super easy. That's the Christmas box, and I figured when I want to make Halloween or Christmas content, I can easily just grab these, and then I'm not digging through all of the Halloween and Christmas to get to other ears. And then these are a bunch of just like other, you know, everyday, all year designs. I have a huge box of more ears upstairs that need to get organized, but I'll get to that later. This, just ignore for now. I haven't gone through this. Oh my gosh, this is a bunch of stuff that Katya pre-made, I just realized. So I need to organize this. Oh, see? Once again, every 5 minutes. I'm gonna pull this out because I thought this was just fabric. I didn't realize it was like pre-made stuff. So I'm gonna set that there so I can get it organized. And then this is just fabric that's gotten gross. So this needs to go get washed, and then we'll put it away because clearly ears cannot be made out of that because it's nasty. Okay, then we're almost done with the tour for now. Then this right here is basically a huge box of scraps, and my goal is to go through this and cut it into pieces that are usable. But that's not high priority. I'll do that when it gets slow. Hopefully it doesn't though. And we'll get around to that eventually, but I'm not worried about her. My sewing machine, which is broken and I need to fix it. Luckily, I use this tiny thing primarily, so it's not that big of a deal. But I want to be able to do some bigger projects eventually, so I do need to get that fixed. And then this is like a box of random stuff, so you can also ignore that because I need to go through it and organize it. But yeah, so that is everything I've done so far. This is an absolute nightmare, but again, all of this is going upstairs in the attic in the next few weeks, so it won't look so chaotic and hectic and awful. But yeah, I'm really proud of how that's looking right now. Like, this is so much more organized than I had it, so I'm just gonna keep kind of getting through organizing this and my cart here, and yeah. I've been watching A New Hope, so I'm gonna turn that back on the TV and continue cracking on.